I'm your niche coach, Alicia Lester, and today I just want to take a moment just to talk to you guys. First, I want you guys to click subscribe. I need you to do that right now, just so you guys don't miss on some of the things that I have to say and some of the things I have to talk about. I am your life coach, and I am excited about the next level that you guys are going to. But you can't get to the next level if you're not working on yourself. And there's some things for yourself that you need to do. And I'm just here to just kind of drop a couple things on you guys. That way you can make the decision on how you want to successfully maneuver through these things. Don't be afraid to ask for help. It's not that hard. I promise you it's not that hard. The biggest thing is going ahead and just finding the help. You know what I'm saying? But it's everywhere. You'd be so surprised. Stop talking to family and friends and all that kind of stuff about things that they cannot help you with. That is the wrong thing to do. Now you're just telling your business to people that really kind of don't even want to listen. Find yourself a therapist, find yourself a life coach, find yourself a counselor, just someone that you can confide in. It doesn't always have to be a pastor. Don't do that. Find someone that does not have an opinion of you one way or the other. Okay? A very, very unbiased opinion of you, your family, whoever you feel like may need the help. But I promise you, first, you got to work on you. Now, marriages and things like that, you're a couple. So I need you guys to do marriage counseling, marriage therapy, go on different retreats and things like that. Yeah, you work on yourself, but it's also you are a team. So you have to make sure you are working together. If I just fix me and he's not fixing him, honey, then the marriage is not fixed at all. If he's just working on him and I'm over here twiddling my fingers and on Facebook or Snapchat, nothing is being fixed. So yeah, you do have to do the work on yourself, but as a marriage, you're a unit. But I'm not even talking about the married people. Child, I'm talking about you. Single, you. Don't have nobody else, you. Focusing on raising these kids, you. Going crazy, working hard every single day, you. Dealing with childhood trauma and the just overcoming things about life, you. Okay? So I'm just talking about you right now. The rest of those things, we can get to that. They'll fall into place. That's for another video. But today is just you. And it's okay. Take a deep breath. Close your eyes, take a deep breath, and know that everything that's about to come out of my mouth is for the goodness of you. Okay? I'm always coming from a good place when I'm talking to you guys. The reason why I know that you need somebody to talk to is because I did too. I know for sure I needed someone to talk to help me kind of navigate through some of the things that I had going on. Crazy part is I didn't even have to go and seek a therapist. Child, I married one. Okay? So by me marrying a therapist, that kind of helped me have a sounding board, someone that I could bounce some of these things off of that I was going through that could help me navigate through these things without judgment. Child, I didn't even think that was going to be able to happen. I said, Lord, this man is going to judge me for some of the things that I've gone through. Child, I've been molested. I've been mistreated. I've been taken advantage of. I've been, I had a child, when I was young. I've been promiscuous. I've done all these different things that would normally hold me up. Child, he said, bring it in. Bring it on in. Tell me what you got. You ain't telling me nothing that I have not already heard. The only difference is I absolutely love you. Okay? So you're not my client. You're someone that I absolutely love. So it makes the thing a little different. And if I feel like I can't help, if I feel like it's not getting better, we'll find you somebody. Pooh. Not even a problem. Chaplain, I never had to go find anybody because what I needed was right there. Do you hear me? But the good thing about me, I'm speaking about me. The good thing about me is that I've never been one that was afraid to seek help. Okay? When my son was going through all the things that he was going through, trials and tribulations and depression and all kinds of things, teenage things, dealing with his father not actually being in the home, not being able to fulfill some of the things that my son felt like was important to him. Child, we was going through it. It was a whole roller coaster. But you know what we did? My son came to me and he said, I need somebody to talk to. I said, okay, child, if I could find hair, if I could find makeup, if I could find an outfit, if I could find the nearest club, if I could find whatever, I can find my baby some help. And that's exactly what I did. I wanted someone to look like us only because I needed someone to kind of identify with some of the things that he was dealing with and going through. Although it's a worldwide issue, it's a every color issue. It was, all of that. I just didn't know enough. So I wanted to seek somebody that looked like us that could help us. And that's exactly what she did. Child, she got my son in that room. And they got to talking, and I was just like, oh, Lord, you know what I'm saying? I never thought about what he was going to say, because when you're seeking to get your kids help, you don't think about what they're going to say when they get in that room, unless you up to no good. Other than that, all you think about is the help. My son got to talking to that woman and open up. Now, I didn't know what they were talking about. She said, she told me, she was like, when we first met, she said, listen, I'm not going to tell you what me and him discuss unless it's something that can hurt, harm, or danger him or someone. I said, okay, not a problem. Cool. And that's exactly what they did. And to this day, she has kept everything confidential. She has not spoken to him, anyone he knows, anyone around, or anything like that. And she's always there if he needs her. You know what I'm saying? And that's somebody that's good. That boy was in there telling all kind of stuff. I don't know what all he was saying, but whatever he was, they were talking about it and working through it. I'll tell you about this one day. He said, Mom, she would like to talk to you also. Me. What you need to talk to me about? Me who's there every day, get you dressed, you know what I'm saying? Make sure you good. You the flyest little thing. You getting through school. You fed every day. I pay these bills. Me. What could you need to talk to me about? That's what I'm saying, right? That's what I'm saying. He said, I don't know. Just talk to her. She said, I would like to talk to you about you. We've already talked about all his other issues. We want to talk about his issue with you. Me. Now, mama. Child, that lady said with me, and I just could not believe it. I said, now, he didn't hear. I don't know what he done told this woman inside of here. You know what he told her? He told her everything he was supposed to tell her that was bothering him in the inside. Okay? So it wasn't about doing things wrong or bad. Or he told her things that were bothering him, which is the very reason why I took him to begin with. So that's when I knew that the work was starting. I got in that room and we talked about things, and she talked about things that I knew for sure I had to take responsibility for. I was talking at him instead of to him. I was cussing at him. I was yelling. I was screaming. That was what I knew. I didn't know anything else. My son's 6'3". You know what I'm saying? I got to cuss you out. I got to bring you down. I got to, you know what I'm saying? Because I need to be able to see you when you're here. But what that was doing was cutting him down in the inside. It was chopping him down in the inside. I was changing the whole way his day would go at school, because I done cussed you out in the morning on the way to school. I done already told you what you was, what you wasn't going to be, who you was, who you wasn't going to be, and what you was going to do if you continue to go down whatever road I felt like you were going down. And then I tell you, have a great day. And then I had the nerve to tell this boy to have a great day. Child, that day wasn't great, and I didn't even realize what I was doing to him. I had no idea what I was doing to him. But we gathered that together. We had to. And it wasn't an overnight thing, honey, because I came from verbal, what I know now to be abuse. I came from that. And child, I felt like I had overcame it. I felt like I had, okay. But I became the person. I became that person that was just chopping them down. I didn't like when it was done to me. Every time mama would talk to me, child, I felt like I was getting smaller and smaller and smaller and smaller. That's how I felt. And then I turned right back around and I was doing the same thing. Child, we got that together because she said that he has a problem with you. And I thought that since I was paying the bills, making sure he was good, taking him places, very, very present in his life. He wake up to me. He goes to sleep to me. He's not at anybody's house. I don't just drop him off. What problem could he have with me? Parents, sometimes we can be the problem too. We are not perfect because we're paying the bills and all that. Honey, that's life. That's just shit we got to do anyway, okay? That's just things we got to do. But the way you treat people, that's worldwide. Pay attention to the way that you treat people. Pay attention to that. Pay attention to the way that you speak to these kids. And that is still something I deal with still on today, honey. That is the reason why I'm a life coach, because I go through these things. I go through the same motions that I take that you guys are going through. I deal with the same things that you guys deal with. But you have to be able to be aware and identify what it is that you are doing, both right and wrong, and be willing to fix it and be willing to work on it. So when it comes to yourself, just like you would get your child some help, when it comes to you, think about yourself. You need help also. You need somebody to talk to also. You fix everything in your home when it's broken. What about your heart? What about your mind? What about your feelings, your emotions? If they don't matter, they absolutely matter. Because the way that you are, that's what you fill your home with. So you don't want to fill your home with negativity, because if you do, honey, then that's just an ugly house. I don't care how much you decorated, how much you smell good, candles and all that kind of stuff. Them candles ain't nothing. if you are filling with horrible and negative energy. So don't do that. When people come to my home, I want people to smile and laugh and play and joke and all that, honey, because I don't want any negativity or any just ugliness lingering anywhere. Absolutely anywhere. Child, y'all see I'm already putting my Christmas stuff up. That's why I stopped to tell y'all. I stopped for a second just so I can give y'all this. Child, I put my Christmas stuff up because I add cheer to my home. Honey, we adding goodness and smiles and laughs and all that. That's what we gonna do. And whenever I take my tree down, that's my business. Don't worry about it. Just know that if I ever do any more videos from this area right here, you might see it. Till Christmas, past Christmas, after Christmas, hell, till next Christmas. Whatever. I like to add goodness to every single room that I walk into. And of course I have my bad days. Child, I have bad days just like everybody else. But I will never allow that bad day to just take over everything. To take over absolutely every single part of me. Just losing my mama in June of this year, child, I thought that there was nothing else that could go wrong. I still don't think there's anything else that can go wrong. But I promised myself that I wouldn't stay sad. I wouldn't stay sad because that's not what mama want me to do. Child, mama want me to raise these kids. She want me to love this husband. She want me to fill this home with goodness. And that's what we do. That's exactly what we do. We even have an area in the home that's grandma's room. That's grandma's room, honey. That's where all the goodness, that's where all her, she loves elephants. She loves nice things. She loved all that kind of stuff. And I fill that room with those things because that's love in there. So that's love. The kids call it grandma room, but I know grandma is not there. I know that grandma is watching over me every single day. But it's love filled in that room. So if you think for half a second, I'm not going to allow that love to pour out of that room and fill into the rest of my home, you crazy. That's exactly what I'm going to do. That's exactly what I'm going to do. And that's what I want you guys to do. Find somebody that can help you navigate through your life. Find someone that can help you and be that person that, not that yes man, not that yes woman. You don't need those kind of people in your life. You need people that's going to say, nope. I know where you was going with that, but that's not, I don't think that's going to be good for you. I don't think that's a good look, a good fit, a good thing. You need people in your life that's going to tell you those kinds of things. Anybody that just tell you, oh yeah, girl, buy all that stuff. And they know you struggle with your finances. That's not a good person. That's not a good friend. Somebody that say, girl, let's book this flight. Let's go on this trip. Or make you feel bad for not going, knowing that you have things that you have to deal with and things that you have to focus on. That's not a good person that you need to have in your life. You need to have somebody that's like, look, how about this? How about I cook? Because we all struggling. We all dealing with whatever. How about I cook? I bring my kids. You know what I'm saying? Boom, $30 meal. We good. We ain't go out to eat. We didn't do none of that. We stayed home. We watched TV. We chilled out. You know, those are good people that you want to have in your life. If you know that you and your husband are going through things with your finances and all that kind of stuff, it's okay. Sit at home, watch a movie, eat something at the crib, cook something. It's okay to do that. That is okay. Stop trying to keep up with people that don't mean you any good. You're trying to keep up with people that's living off a credit card. Or you're trying to keep up with people that's living off somebody else's money. Don't do that. Don't do that at all, child, because at the end of the day, you have to focus on what you need. So that's not it. And those kind of things will drive you insane. Talk to somebody. Let somebody be there for you. Give somebody else some of that. Sometimes I never thought that just talking about your problems and talking about situations could change your life. I never thought like that. Child, my husband would be like, well, just tell me. I said, child, look, if you can't help me, there's no reason to tell you. I don't even understand that. He was like, don't you think it'll make you feel better to just talk about it? Child, my account is negative $150. There is nothing at that unless you're going to give me $150. Other than that, there's nothing for us to talk about. I mean, I just don't understand. Now I'm just giving you my problems. I don't want to do that. I need to find a solution to what's going on right now. He would force me to talk to him about what I was going through. Do you know at the end of that conversation, this is what we came up with. Why is your account negative $150? What did you do to make your account negative $150? Why didn't you come to me before it got to $150? You know, you see where I'm going with it? He's showing me and he's telling me things and giving me tips along the way on what I can do to prevent this from happening again. Okay? When it was all said and done, there was a glitch in a bank. There was something, of course, there was something I did wrong, but there was also a glitch in a bank. There was something pulled out that I didn't even have anymore. It was a whole bunch of different things. And so then my body language started to change and my head kind of went to the side and my hand went out because I needed to say thank you. him wanting me to talk about what was going on and talk about what was going on in my life. I'm like, if you can't give it to me, but giving it to me wasn't going to help me. Because next month it was going to be another issue, the next month, the next month, the next month. He showed me how to make those situations not happen again. He also showed me that a closed mouth don't get fed, okay? That was the other thing. So now I ask myself, do I want it or do I need it? You know what I'm saying? When I'm purchasing things and all of that. And honey, my finances is way different now than it was then, but I always live my life like I'm one step from going backward. And that's what I don't want to do. So sometimes you have to talk to people. Sometimes you have to get things out. If it's personal things in your life, if it's things that you've gone through, some childhood trauma, all that kind of stuff. I personally chose to write a book about things that I was going through. It's on Amazon, available for purchase. Alicia Lester, Life Behind the Chair. But I personally chose to write a book. The only way I was able and comfortable enough to write a book about my personal life, to get my personal story out there, is if I was healing from those things, or if I had healed from those things. I'm not even going to say healing. I had to have healed from those things in order to write a book about those things. You know what I'm saying? That way you can't hurt me with me. And I wanted to tell my son some things about what it took to be his mother. All my son had ever known was mama. I wanted him to meet Alicia. Alicia was the one that had gone through some things, honey. Alicia was the one that had dealt with so much. So it made me a helicopter mom when it came to him. I didn't want him at everybody's house. I didn't want everything happening to him. I didn't want everybody, you know what I'm saying? I didn't want that. Although I was 15, I knew what could happen. I knew the places he could and could not go. You know? My ear was always to the street, so I always knew what was out there. I had friends that was going through things. I had friends that had been molested. I had friends whose children had been molested. I had friends that was dropping their kids off just anywhere, and their kids could have been molested. You know what I'm saying? Like just sending your kid, because you're young and you don't know what it's like. You don't know what to do. You have no idea. And if it's never been done to you, sometimes you're naive to it happening. I wanted to be very, very different. I wanted to be very different. I wanted to protect him in any way that I could. And sometimes you can think that you are taking your kids to the safest space and things can still happen, attempt to happen, or just happen. So I know that I was taking all the steps that I needed to take to be a great mom, because I knew that all the odds were stacked against me. But my God, if I'd had somebody to talk to at 15, honey, it would have stopped me from going down a lot of roads that I went down. So I truly, truly regret not having that. But I also come from the kind of family that, child, you don't get somebody to talk to and tell these people your business. That's not what we're doing. We don't do that. Well, I'm so happy that I changed the narrative when it came to that. I'm so happy that I broke out of that, because that's not that's not how to best serve our children. That's not how you help us, by sweeping it under the rug. I never wanted to just sweep things under the rug. Child, I'm cleaning up underneath the rug. I got to get all of that up out of there, because that's the only way to help my family. That's the only way to help me. Helping me help them. So again, get you somebody to talk to. Get you somebody that you can depend on, somebody that you can confide in, somebody that's going to love on you, yet still be able to give you constructive criticism. Constructive criticism is important. Not someone that's just going to down you for the mistakes that you've made. And you're going to keep making them. My God, you're going to keep making them. I promise that the mistakes don't stop. You're going to keep on making the mistakes over and over and over again. What I don't want you to do is make the same mistakes over and over again. And make you some new ones if that's what you need to do. If that's just the kind of person that you are, that you just kind of mess up from time to time, that's fine. But don't keep with the same mess ups and the same mistakes, the same mishaps. Don't keep doing that. Find you something different to do if that's what you got to do. I never wanted to be the same person and just keep bumping into the same wall. At some point, child, I'm either going through a wall, or I'm moving a wall, or I'm going out the other door. That's it. I want you to do the same thing when it comes to your life. Same thing. People always ask me all the time, like, Alicia, why did you stop doing hair after 20 years? For those that didn't know, I was a licensed hairstylist and salon owner for almost 20 years. And while I absolutely loved doing hair, what I loved more than anything was the being able to change the direction my clients' lives would go in for that day. Now, I may not be able to help you tomorrow, but I damn sure got you today. So if you come in sad, I recognize that. And so that is my job, to make you smile, make you happy, make you beautiful so you can understand how important you are, so you can understand how enough you are, how amazing you are. That was my biggest goal. Way more than the hair. The hair I could do in my sleep. That was no problem for me. But I wanted to make sure that you knew that you were the best person that you can be on that day. Now, my goal was to make sure it followed you throughout the rest of your week. But if I couldn't, I needed to know that you walk a little different as you go out my door. Walk a little different going out than what you did when you came in. When you came in, your body language showed me that, my hair isn't combed, so I feel ugly. I'm going through some things in my relationship. I blame myself. You know what I'm saying? It's like you was going down. By the time you leave, I need them shoulders back. I need your head up, and I need you to be like, excuse me. That's exactly what I need. I need you to be like, excuse me, I'm here. And that is what made my job so much more rewarding and so satisfying at the end of every single day. That was important to me. So if you guys, I got fighter jets going across my home, but I just want you guys to get to that. Get to that was my whole goal, was for you guys to get to that. So while I no longer do hair, I still have that same passion for loving on you and caring for you and making sure that you can meet whatever goal you need to meet. I have clients of all races. I have clients that are white, black. I got one little Asian girl. She's so cute. I got, I have all kinds of clients. And then I just coach them to be their best selves. I coach the parent, the professional, and the person. And I think it's important to have that. So I'm not saying that you have to come to me and take on my services, although I would love for you to. I want you to find someone that you feel like is worth your time. You feel like it's worth your money. You feel like it's worth, that person will listen. Find you a listener. Find you somebody that's not going to judge you for anything, honey. And do I go to my clients' Facebook pages? Yes, I do. That is one of the things in my coaching. I need to be able to see you. I may not comment, but I need to be able to see you because I need to know that we are absolutely doing the work that needs to be done. I can talk until I am blue in the face. It won't take long because I'm already black. But I need to make sure that you are doing your part. That's the battle right there, is making sure that you are doing your part and taking the steps that you need to take to become better. We can talk about it all day long. Honey, I talk all day. And if you catch me on one good broadcast, honey, I could sum up your whole life in a few seconds for free. But if you need somebody to help guide you, if you need somebody to give you that nudge, I'm going to nudge you every step of the way. I'm going to nudge you every step of the way. So if we meet, the next time we meet and I say, hey, your girl seen your status. Not at all what we talked about. Not at all what we talked about. That's just me bringing you back to focus. You might go back. My job is to bring you back. Okay? My job is to bring you back to focus so we can stay on the goal. And that is how you do successful coaching in my book. Okay? So again, I'm your niche coach, Alicia Lester. I appreciate you all. I'm going to finish my little Christmas tree and doing what I need to do. And I thank you for taking the time out to chill with me. Press subscribe. I need you to. It's super important, okay? It's super important because I need you to get all of this every single day content that I'm swinging your way. I do my videos in between caring for my toddlers and my husband and my other children, even being a grandparent, okay? That's because I need you guys to get this thing. So as I push it out, I need you to be able to take it in. I thank you all. Hit me up on social media. I'm on Facebook, Alicia Lester Brima, Niche Coach on Facebook. Hit me up on Instagram, author Alicia Lester, and Niche Coach. I appreciate you all. You can also hit up my website for any coaching services, niche-coach.com. I appreciate you. Thank you so much. So while I finish getting my tree together, I need you to get your shit together.